Now, President John Dramani Mahama has officially relaunched the National Sanitation Day, which will now be observed on the first Saturday of every month. The president is also advocating the introduction of a courtesy curriculum in schools to instill values of cleanliness along with stricter enforcement of sanitation bylaws. ChannelOne News' Sheba Araba Benin was present and filed this report.
President John Dramani Mahama has relaunched the National Sanitation Day as part of the government's Clean Up Ghana initiative under the Reset Agenda. Originally introduced in 2014 during his first administration, the exercise could not be sustained by successive governments. It will now be observed on the first Saturday of every month. Addressing the launch, the president revealed that discussions are underway with the Ministry of Education to introduce a curriculum aimed at instilling discipline and responsible citizenship in students from an early age.
We must inculcate in our children the spirit and awareness of cleanliness. I remember when I was young, we had a course in basic school called civics. For 1 hour every week, we were taught the values and courtesies and how to be a responsible citizen. And so we're in discussion with the Ministry of Education to see how we can create, as part of the curriculum, a separate curriculum on courtesy and responsible citizenship.
President Mahama maintained that communal labor would only be effective with the active involvement of traditional leaders who will be empowered to sanction sanitation offenders.
I believe that in every community there's a chief. And if in every community there's a chief, we can put a sanitation court in the palace of the chief. That working together with the district assembly, people who are persistent polluters will be brought to those sanitation courts and they'll be given the sanctions that they deserve.
Metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives will also be held accountable, as the president warned that any district that fails to prioritize sanitation risks having its leadership dismissed.
When my government came, we had a situation where more than 50% of the district assembly's common fund was being spent here in Accra at the district assembly common fund administrator's office. And so sufficient money was not going to the districts to be able to carry out their obligations. Now, MMDCs, you have no excuse. I directed that 80% of money due to the district assembly's common fund must go directly to the MMDCs. And so you can't tell me you have an excuse of lack of resources.
Minister for Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Ahmed Ibrahim, announced plans to set up a hotline to enable citizens to directly report sanitation challenges to the ministry.
A dedicated sanitation hotline will be established, enabling citizens to report public cleansing nuisance directly to the ministry. Reports will be catalogued, verified, and followed up with the relevant assemblies for immediate action.
The president of the Ghana Journalists Association assured that the media will go beyond observers and serve as active partners in the sanitation campaign.
That I declare that the Ghanaian media is ready to shift from being mere observers to active partners in solving this challenge. The GJ and its members are committed to being frontline allies in this renewed campaign. We pledge to dedicate our platforms, airtimes, columns, and website to educating citizens on proper waste management, highlighting sanitation bylaws, and celebrating those who set a good example.
The event ended with a donation from President Mahama to the Bus Stop Boys, a youth-led sanitation group encouraging more young people to emulate them. Every first Saturday in the month is now expected to be a sanitation day here in Ghana, as President John Dramani Mahama is urging every Ghanaian and even children to ensure that the country is constantly clean. Reporting for ChannelOne News, I am Sheba Araba Benin.